So I'm really pissed off, and here's why. Riding home from work yesterday, it was raining, it was awful. And I had some guy that was like following me. And I'm like, what's going on, you know? Oh, at one point at a light, I'm like, I need to get away from this guy. So, apparently he didn't like that I was lane sharing at the lights. Like if I was just one or two cars behind at a light, I would go up to the front because it was raining and I didn't like being behind these guys. And I felt lost in the pack. I didn't feel safe at all. And this guy, I noticed, was like chasing me, and I'm like, this is getting scary. So at one point, I pull up to go, and it was a very wide lane. A lot of people will share lanes there. The cars will, to turn right. And he does it. He follows me up to the front. And I'm like, there was a big pickup truck that had just cut me off. So I went around him. I went up to the front, and then he went around with me, and I thought he must be turning. No, he was going straight. So he zooms up and cuts off the pickup truck that I'd pulled up next to. And I'm like, what the heck? Why would he do that? And then, so I just make some random turns to see, okay, let's just turn in like a random neighborhood and see if he follows. He kept following me. And now I'm like what the heck is going on? Who is this guy? And like, I would try opening up the throttle. He'd just jump right up there with me. And I'm like, this is weird. So, finally, he like stopped following me at where the road teed. He pulled into the fire station. I thought, well, maybe he just happened to be going this way. He's going to work. Maybe he's late for work at the firehouse or something. But then there's this cop coming towards me, and I'm thinking, oh crap, because I was going about 6 or 7 over, and I was like, oh, this sucks. No, he didn't care about that. But he did a U-turn and followed me. Now the cops follow me, no lights or anything, but he follows me for like several blocks. And I pulled into the church parking lot to see if my friend Lisa was there. Because she's the church secretary. I wanted to go say hi, but she was already gone for the day. So I pulled in there, and I'm going to text her to see where she's at. And I thought it'd be nice to see her on my way home, because it's only about the time she's getting off work. Anyway, she's not there. But this cop pulls in, and he's like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, sure. What was I doing? Because I'm thinking, crap, I was going 7 over. It turns out this guy that had been following me had been on the cell phone the whole time and was complaining about my driving. Said I was weaving in and out of traffic and speeding. Now you have to remember, when you're changing lanes, it's going to look like from behind, because the depth perception isn't there, it ends up looking like you're weaving in and out of traffic. I don't weave in and out of traffic. You guys have seen enough of my videos to know that. Okay. He's too cool for school. Anyway. But he was like speeding and weaving in and out of traffic, etc., etc. I was like, really? Because that's what you were doing. That's why I was getting away from you. I think it was a big miscommunication. So, anyway, it kind of cracked me up. It actually made me really pissed off. I'm like, what are you, like a 40-year-old tattletale? Really? I would never call the cops on somebody's traffic violation unless they were threatening me or something. You know, like I've had guys try to hit me with their cars, like they'll swerve into my lane and laugh and like think it's funny. I've had guys intentionally slam on their brakes to try to get me to hit them. But I've had people, of course, on their cell phones like crazy, texting and eating a cheeseburger. But yeah, this was nuts. He was following me for a long time. And traffic around here is so bad. In the rain, I was having all these guys tailgating me, and I was like, it was at this intersection, except I was over here going across, like towards Walmart. It was at this intersection is where I was lane splitting, like those two guys are doing right there. See, cars do it too. So it just pisses me off. I was where that blue van is. That's where I was, and this guy pulled up right behind me. and then followed me. I turned there, and I started making all these random turns, thinking, who is this guy? I gotta lose him. I guess I was just taking back roads to go home. Instead, I just turned off the main road, because I was like, I gotta get away from this guy. And I'm like, I'm riding in the pouring rain. Really? You have to chase a motorcycle in the pouring rain so you can call the cops and tell them they're riding like an idiot. It's raining. I'm just trying to get home. Why do some people feel the need to... It's such a Chicago culture thing to feel like you need to tell people when they're doing something wrong. Like, hey, everybody has to toe the line. It's like... It's almost as bad as Australia's tall poppy syndrome. It really is almost as bad. That's a cool cheat. So... And I asked the cop about, like, lane sharing, and he's like, yeah, no. It's illegal use... What did he say? The ticket would be, illegal lane usage. Illegal lane... That's really vague. This could be illegal lane usage. Look, I'm swerving back and forth. I mean, really? What's illegal lane usage? Come on. Do you have an idea how horrible traffic is in Chicago? It's got to be one of the worst in the country. Look at this. 10:45 on a Saturday morning, and I totally wanted to turn there. That was my road. Oops. Well, we'll turn up here, I guess. We're going around the lake. Anyway, it's 10:45 on a Saturday. I have a tailgater. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I try slowing down, they don't even back off. They just get closer. If I could lane split, I could just get away from that guy. Like right now, I could go around this guy. But no, I can't. I got to put up with this guy who's going to rear-end me because he's probably texting. And there's no recourse for me. And what about when I have guys chasing me? How do I get away from them? If I'm not allowed to, so just pull in somewhere public. And what? And just hope the guy doesn't shoot me and drive off? Gang activity's increased a lot around here. So basically I was told I have to drive like a car, which is great because I have all the safety features of a car. I'm visible, I'm enclosed, yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. The whole point of having the bike, I thought, was the benefit of traffic as well, but I just hate traffic now. And I try to go out in the times of day to avoid traffic, like almost 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Yeah, no, there's still all this traffic. And this is actually really light right now. But look at all these cars. All these freaking cars. Freaking cagers. I hate them all. I hate you in front of me. Just because you're in a car, you're probably going to try to kill me. You're probably texting. Hey, why don't you call the cops on me? Look, there's that motard girl. She's on one of them supermotos. Must be a hooligan. God, screw you. I just need to move to California. Or England, or pretty much anywhere else in the world that recognizes motorcycles and traffic need to have more options. Jeez. Drive like a car. What? Really? So you're telling me I have to sit here and wait for those guys? Really? That's retarded. I've seen cars pull up there, but I have to sit back here. Look at that. Lame sauce. Where do you think you're going? It's a no turn on red. And see, now this guy's got to wait too. When he'd rather just pull forward so he could turn sooner. Everybody loses when you don't let motorcycles lane split, not just the motorcycle. It eases traffic congestion. Gosh. It's the stupidest law ever. And see, now the guy behind me is annoyed because now I'm in his way. Yeah, you still can't go on a red. Jeez.